And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pack's got it on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the tight end. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Push forward on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Right side, it's Edwards. He's past the 30. Lowers those pads. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Quickly out to the tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Keeps it on the option. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Swings it out to the flat. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his big tight end. Good, strong tackle. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Out wide right, it's Cox. Could not make his way to the corner. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Barnes. It's a seam wide open, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From deep, it's Parker. And the returner will be brought down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Marshall. He's got it down the middle. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Left side is Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Behind the crease, it's Hawkins. There he goes. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Tough run here. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. He'll take a shot. Ball is incomplete, but I believe this is going to be a penalty on the defense. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going for 6. Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on 1st. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trying to pound it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. In traffic, it's Edwards. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Turning it on. He's got the first down. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They kept it on the ground, and it paid off with pay dirt.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he is gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Wants to throw one first. Back's got it on the screen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry up. Second down, gonna throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. Breaks loose. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Offense in a bunch formation. Drops back on 1st down. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Young. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Holds on, it's Coleman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 15. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Cowboys! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Look out! And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Snap on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pulls it in. It's Young. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the #1 team, the Oregon Ducks.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the return, it's Thurman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. What could go wrong did. First half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Making his first move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Rack Chalk. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. Going to the ground. Pass to 6. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Cowboys! Rolled his way into the end zone.
You know, This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd and long here. Selling the fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're all over him. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quick give. It's Dupree. Nice move to keep running. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There's a crease. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moves the pocket. It's Jenkins. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Takes off. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Jayhawks. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Got his man. Breaks into the open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Cowboys peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. The give on the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Hammond. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cowboys. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Parker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. From the gun, it's Thurman. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Drives inside. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top, and it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. It's complete to the left.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The run inside. It's Dupree. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Rush right in his face. Forced him to get rid of it on third down. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Keeps it on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. To the ground, he's got it again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And off to Jones. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Right side, it's Barnes. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Off play action on first down. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Straight ahead, it's Dupree. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. And off to Jones. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Finding space. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Fitted in the window for the score. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they hit it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Back to the ground game on the left. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Maybe some room here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. That will take us. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Trying to get started. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Guys, after all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.